Welcome everyone. My name is Gigi, and today we're going to be doing a very gentle, slow vibes flow, focusing on our breath and really feeling every movement, really allowing our breath to guide our movements. Let's go ahead and get started on our knees, and we're going to tuck our toes under, and we're just going to sit on them, stretching the bottom, the soles of our feet that we work on and we use so much throughout the day. Really spread your toes apart and really sit down and sink down on them. I want you to consciously tuck that tailbone in, engage your core, roll your shoulders back, proud chest, and then allow the chin to come down just a little bit. Take a deep scan of your body. Notice where all the tension lies. Maybe it's in the feet, and the back, the neck. Start relaxing your face in between your eyebrows, around your eyes. Unclench your jaw. And let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Let that belly rise just like a balloon. Hold it at the top and sigh it out. Deep inhale through the nose. Hold and sigh it out. Deep inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Your toes and maybe your shins are starting to talk to you. Let them talk to you. Let them activate. It's going to feel so good once we let it out. I want you to take that same deep inhale one more time and sigh it out. Deep inhale, let the toes go. Hold it here. Letting the fluids rush back in. And exhale, push back into a child's pose rest. Hip to heels, arms straight ahead, forehead to the ground, knees are spread apart. Come down wherever you are. Still maybe feeling tingly, sense of tingly in your feet, your toes, that fluid all rushing back in. Loosening up the tendons and the ligaments. Take another deep inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. I want to ask you to join me on really focusing in on the breath today instead of the movement, and really take your time with each movement. I want you to be very gentle with yourself, focusing on every inch, every millimeter of your body and where the tension lies. Deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Deep inhale through the nose. Slowly push up into a tabletop position. Really spread your fingertips wide. Roll your elbows inwardly. Shoulders are back. Knees are spread hip distance apart. Bring your eyes to a closing and start moving left to right. left to right, and then start shaping your body and your torso like an S, slithering just like a snake, waking up the spine, the shoulders, the hips. Deep inhales and exhales, slithering on smooth. Coming into a neutral spine, inhale, you're gonna let your head roll onto your right shoulder as you inhale all the way through as it rolls on back, bringing your tailbone up into a cow position. And then once you get to your left shoulder, exhaling, tucking everything in into cat position. So you're rolling your head on the inhales upward, back, and your tailbone is coming up with it. And as you exhale, when you go down, your tailbone comes in, everything crunches in, feeling every inch of that spine. Inhale, you're gonna roll everything up and back. Exhale, you're gonna roll everything inward and down. Continue doing this, bringing your eyes into a closing. Allowing your breath to guide your movements. Feel every inch contracting when you're down and expanding. Gonna come into a neutral and then just take it the other way. Last round. Come into a neutral spine. Stay here. Deep inhale. Really ground yourself with your left hand and your right knee. Inhale, elongate and stretch out the right hand and the left foot, really pointing both out, really reaching, elongating. Your glutes are active, your core is active, your neck and your face are relaxed. Your weight is distributed evenly between all sides, and you're just staying here and breathing. Shoulders stacked on top of wrists. Continue bringing all of your weight to the center core of your body to where it's distributed completely even. Maybe you start shaking a bit, shivering, waking up. And make sure you're not holding yourself up just with your shoulder. Your entire arm is working. Squeeze that core. Breathe here. Get that leg higher up. One more breath. Exhale, bring it down. Take a breath here. Inhale, left hand goes up, right hand reaches back again. Really push yourself up so that your weight is not just falling on top of your shoulder. Squeeze the glute, activate that right leg, bring your weight to the center of your body, relax your neck, Breathe, relax that face, find balance. Stay with your breath. Reach, elongate, breathe. Get that back leg up just a bit higher. Last breath. And exhale, bring it down slow. Stay here for a full deep breath. Now we're going to inhale that right hand back up in the left leg. I want you to reach back with that right hand, bind your hand with that left foot, and then I want you to roll that right shoulder back and up, and I want you to start pushing that left foot into the right hand. So there's no rush on going up as far as you can or pushing as hard as you can. I want you to move incrementally. So with every inhale that you take, you elongate both sides, pushing a little more. And as you exhale, you stay there and get deeper into that pose. Another deep inhale, you push in, go up maybe a tad bit higher. And exhale, you stay there. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Just get right back in. If your eyes are open, find a drishti, a focal point that's not moving. Focus. Use that belly. Feeling that stretch on the legs, the spine, shoulder, and arms. One more breath. Exhale. Let it down very slow, very gentle. Take a full breath here. Inhale, left arm reaches, right foot reaches back. Go ahead and bind wherever you can bind. Roll that left shoulder back. Start bringing your parallel more, and bringing your torso more parallel to the ground, and start pushing that foot into that hand, bringing it up higher, inch by inch, breath by breath. Really dig your hands into the ground. Fingertips are spread wide. Find your balance, engage everything, and breathe. Last breath. Exhale, let it down slow. Stay here for a breath. Go ahead and push back into that child's pose rest, bringing your knees in close together and laying down wherever you go. Really let the crown of the head drift, and notice how that pulls the low spine up. If you have a little back pain like I do, this should feel really nice right now. Opening up that low spine and the back of the neck. Deep inhale. Sigh it out. Inhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, letting the index fingers point out. Inhale, really reach your arms up and start pulling your hands back and away with your shoulders. So your shoulders are really going back and up to where maybe your head even comes off of the ground. But your head, your chin is almost touching your chest, and the crown of the head is completely dripping down. Feel the stretch in your shoulder blades, your shoulder root socket, your neck, your traps, upper spine. Breathe here. Really let the head drip down as you pull back with the shoulders. One more breath. Exhale, slowly come down, drop everything. Hands come by your sides behind you. And breathe here. One more breath. Inhale, slowly start to rise up, coming back into that tabletop position. Spread your fingertips very wide. Root through your palms, tuck your toes under, send the hips back for your first downward dog of the day. Really pushing through the palms, rolling the shoulders up and away from the ear, tucking that core in tight. Gaze can be to your knees or your navel, or you can close your eyes like I am. Focusing on that breathing, slowly pedaling the legs, feeling the tightness in our hamstring, and sending our breath there. Be very gentle. Shake your head, no. Shake it, yes. Relaxing the neck, crown of the hip completely drips to the ground. Internally rotate your thighs and start pushing back even more for a deeper V. If you're not there yet, that's okay. Keep pedaling the feet. You're moving the hips side to side. Come back to that breath. Inhale, the right foot comes all the way up. Bend at the knee and open up your hips, staying here, indulging in this hip opener. Distribute your weight evenly. And don't force your foot back. Just let gravity pull it down. Really feel that stretch on the right hip flexor going up towards your obliques and down towards the glutes and low spine. Really indulge. Breathe. Exhale, very gentle. Bring it down and all the way forward, planting it in between the hands, bringing that left foot back down. Spread the legs as wide as you can get them for this low runner's lunge. And just stay here. Engage the belly, relax your face and your neck. Breathe. Your neck should feel a lot more free now. You want to really feel this on the left thigh, behind the right leg, and the hip flexors. Stacking that right knee on top of the right ankle. Breathe. It's amazing how much tension we hold in our hips. And our hips are the biggest joint in our body. So a lot of times when our hips are have a lot of tension in them. Our knees, our ankles, our low spines start hurting. Maybe we even have flat feet from it. Very important to really open up this big, big joint held at the center of our body, carrying majority of our weight. Breathe into it. I want you to inhale, push through the left palm, send the back knee up for a dragonfly twist. Inhaling, the right arm comes up. We open up that arm towards the sky, bringing that right knee in towards your chest, twisting from the core, really feeling that stretch on the outside of the right glute. Breathe. Exhale, bring that right arm down. Bring the back knee down. We're going to go for a sitting split. So start pushing all of your weight back. If you're good here halfway, stay halfway. Point the toes to your face. Really feeling that stretch on the back side of the legs. If you need more, go ahead and sit on the back heel. No pressure on the knees. Inhale your chest forward. And exhale, grab wherever you go, trying to keep your spine as straight as you can. So if you don't want to curve, make it straight and fold over wherever you go. Don't force anything. Bring your eyes into closing. Relax that forehead. Unclench that jaw. Relax that glute that's holding that leg. Relax the right thigh, the arms, the calf, and just breathe here. Focus on that breath. Belly is active. Your belly should really be the only thing that's active here. Relax everything else the best that you can using the breath. Couple more breaths here. Exhale, release your spine. Gentle movements, pushing all of the weight back towards the front. Now I want you to go into pigeon. So we're going to bring that right shin as close as we can to a 90-degree angle behind our wrists. And then we're going to start walking that back foot back. Top of the back feet comes onto the ground. Now find that juicy tension in the hip. There should be no pressure in the knee. If there's pressure in the knee, just back up a little bit, back off, and then find that juicy tension. If you're good here, stay here and breathe. If you need more, go ahead and lower down to your forearms. And if you're here, go ahead and make 2 fists with your hand and lay your forehead on it. Supporting our head so our parasympathetic nervous system can really relax. If you need more, go ahead and lay down completely. We're going to stay here for several breaths, so I recommend start off slow, and as you breathe and you elongate with your inhales, and you sink deeper with your exhales, then move further yourself down, little by little. Stay with that breath. Surrender to the pose. Engage your belly. Relax everything else. Use that breath. The longer you sit with something like tension or a feeling or an emotion, the more likely it is to go away completely so you can release yourself from it. So our muscles are the same way. It takes time for our body to realize it's not dying or it's not in danger to fully just start releasing that muscle. So stay with your breath, stay with it. It will go away, it will release. Let it come out, whatever it is you're holding on to in your hips. Let it fall onto your mat. We're almost there. Stay with it. Inhale very gently. Start coming up and out. Stay here at the top for a second. And then start pushing your back foot forward. Slow, very slow. Coming out of this posture. Feel that fluid start rushing back in. And push yourself into that downward facing dog, that backwards V. Wow, notice how much different you feel on each side. Breathe. Inhale. Lift that left leg all the way up. Bend at the knee. Open up your hips here. Like gravity, pull that leg down. Indulge in this hip opener. Notice how much better your right leg feels right now. And how much tighter you are on the left side. Send your breath to that left hip flexor. Relax that neck. Breathe. Distribute your weight evenly. Breathe. Last breath. Exhale. Bring that left leg down and all the way through. Plant it in between your hands. Low runner's lunge. Bring that back knee down, that right knee down. Start walking it back. Stack that left knee on top of the left ankle. And stay here. Engaging your core, relaxing everything else. Breathe, really feeling that good juicy stretch on that right thigh. Maybe walking the feet back even further if you need it. Take a deep inhale. Sigh it out. So this posture really helps get the front of the hip flexors. And the pigeon that we're in is really just well rounded, just hitting the hips. So we're gonna feel a lot looser after this practice. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, push that back knee up and dragonfly twist, opening up the left arm to the sky. Shine that heart up to the sky. Bring that left knee close into your chest and stay here. Last breath. Exhale, bring that arm down. Drop that back knee down for sitting split. Start pushing back the weight. Again, you can stay here halfway, or you can go ahead and come sit down on the back heel. And straighten the spine, roll the shoulders back. Reach your arms forward wherever they go, keeping that spine as straight as you possibly can. Again, not forcing anything. Just grab your hands wherever they go. Both sides of the body are very different. One might be tighter, one might be looser. Listen to your body. Breathe. Relax your face, your neck. Engage the core. Relax your left glute, your left thigh, your left knee, your left calves and shin muscles. Breathe. Stay with that breath. If a thought arises, go back to the breath. Yoga really isn't about how well you do the movements or how far you can reach your toe or how many handstands you can do. It's about connecting your breath to the body and loosening wherever the tension is lying, being more in touch with ourselves and smoothing the fluctuations of the mind or monkey brains with the practice of the breath. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, release the bind. Start pushing back very gently forward. Going into our pigeon, go ahead and bring that left shin behind the ankle, the wrist, as close as to a 90-degree that you can get it. Again, notice each side is very different, so just listen to your body. Find that good juicy tension in the hips, no pressure in the knee. Stay here. If this is more than enough for you, stay here. Don't push your body. You feel different every day, every moment. If you need more, go ahead and come down. Rest your forehead on something. And start breathing. Deep inhale. Sigh it out slow. Deep feathery inhale through the nose. Sigh it out slow. Try and find comfort in this uncomfortable situation, just as in life. Keep coming back to that breath. Be patient with yourself. Keep breathing. Whatever it is, it will finally pass. I promise. Just keep breathing. In this posture, I really call this posture the self-relieving posture, because every time I get into it, I notice how much tension I'm holding in my hips and how impatient I can get with myself, with my brain that's full of fluctuations. So it really is a good reminder for me to practice breathing more. Practice letting go more. Really just trusting the process. And just controlling what I have control over, which is my breath. The rest I don't have much control over. A few more breaths here. Inhale, very gently push yourself up. Stay here. And inhale your leg back. Open the knees wide and push back into that child's pose rest. Deep inhale through the nose. Inhale, push yourself up and come up onto your side, rolling onto your backs. We're going to inhale the legs up, glue them together for waterfall, like you're pushing the ceiling or the sky away with your feet, like you're holding it up. Tailbone is on the ground. Maybe your legs start shivering a bit, getting out, releasing the last bit of every tension. If you're good here, stay here. If shoulder stand is in your practice, I invite you to join me and push up into a shoulder stand, making sure there's no pressure in your neck. Legs are glued together, glutes are active, pointing the toes up, bringing your hand on your low back, supporting your back. Staying here for several breaths. Letting any toxins in our blood that's stuck in our hip flexors move around a bit. Or in our legs and feet. Exhale, slowly bring your feet back behind your head for plow, allowing them to just fall wherever they go. Be very smooth transition here. And your hands can stay behind your back or they can come to the ground, or they can even reach your toes if that's what feels good for you today. No pressure in the neck, all in the shoulders, holding us up. Kind of feel that tingly sensation in the back of your legs and your thighs and the soles of the feet. That blood rushing back and forth. Deep, feathery breaths. We're going to feel so good after this practice. Feeling that stretch even in the mid-thoracic spine. Even in the back of the head. No pressure, just feeling a good stretch in the back of the head and the neck where the skull meets our cervical spine. Exhale, bring your knees by your temples. Squeeze your temples here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Maybe rolling, massaging your temples with your knees. Be very gentle and careful with yourself here. You don't want to hurt our neck. And then exhale slowly with control, coming down vertebrae by vertebrae, taking your time. Bringing your legs all the way down, spreading yourself wide like a starfish. Palms facing up, Shavasana. Melt into the ground, release everything. Take a deep inhale, biggest inhale you took all day. Sigh it out. I invite you to stay in this Shavasana for as long as you want to. Relaxing your entire body. And I'll see you guys next time.